Hi guys, good evening and welcome to Gradeup. My name is Harshmeet Singh and I welcome you all to this next YouTube session. I hope all of you are doing well, all of you are safe, healthy and are not going outside taking all the precautions necessary. Now, as you know, every Monday to Friday from 7:30 p.m. sharp, we start this short, sweet and crisp session on YouTube where we discuss one important term which is relevant for the UPSC preparation. So if you are here, you are preparing for the UPSC examination and you are here, I welcome you all to this class. I hope that all of you take a lot of things away from here. Also, before we begin, I would request you to please do like the session, please subscribe to the channel and leave any comment that you wish us to cover. Hi guys, those who have joined in. Hi Tanvi, good evening. Hello Manish, good evening. So the topic that we have taken today is one that is very debatable in the country. A topic that is still pending in the Supreme Court of India. A topic that is very much related to our Indian politics. We will be talking about electoral bonds today. Electoral bonds, as you know, were introduced a few years back as a method to donate money to political parties. As you know, political parties in India have a huge amount of money, although they never clarify, they never tell where are they getting their money from, what is the source of their donation, but still the political parties get a lot of money. But because of that, there have always been allegations that the money given to political parties is all a part of black economy. There is no accountability. We don't really know from where the money is coming from. And that is why we started this concept of electoral bonds. Now you can give up to 2000 rupees as a cash donation to political parties, up to 2000 rupees. Above 2000 rupees, if you want to donate to a political party, you will have to go through the system of electoral bonds. Now, what exactly is this and how does this work? Let's take a very simple example. Let's assume that I want to donate some money to a political party. Hi, Srikutan. I will have to go to State Bank of India. There are some branches in State Bank of India that will be selling the electoral bonds. Not all the branches, just some of them. I will have to go to that branch. Let's say I want to buy electoral bonds of 10,000 rupees or 1 lakh rupees. I will give the rupee money amount to the SBI. That is 10,000, 1 lakh, whatever money. I will also have to give them my certification to prove SBI will give me an electoral bond. Electoral bond basically, in very simple terms, would be kind of a piece of paper where it would be written that how much money have I given. Now, this would be in the form of a bearer bond. Bearer bond means it would not have my name. मेरा नाम नहीं होगा कहीं पे. It would not have any name whatsoever. This is like a bearer bond. Bearer bond means those who have it, जिसके हाथ में है उसका. For example, currency. If you have a 2000 rupee note, it is your note. If someone else is holding it, it is their note. There's no name on the currency note. Similarly, electoral bond will not have any name. It can be brought by any Indian citizen or a company that is incorporated in India. When you give and you will take this bond, give it to political party, the party will submit in their bank account and the money will be transferred by the SBI. That is how the electoral bonds work. Also, they don't have any interest. For example, if I give buy electoral bond and then BJP or any party submits that, they won't get interest on that money. Only that amount of money will be given. Now, electoral bond scheme started in the year 2018 to make sure that cash donations come down. They can be brought in the multiples of 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh or 1 crore. For example, if I want to buy 5000 rupees bond, I can do that. But if I want to buy 5500 rupee bond, I cannot do that because it has to be in the multiples of 1000 or 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh. Only people who are citizens of India or companies that are incorporated or established in India can buy this. Also, if there is a question about can you donate this bond to any political party? No, not any political party. There is a condition. You can only give electoral bond to that political party which got at least 1% vote in the last general elections. At least 1% vote in the last Lok Sabha or Legislative Assembly elections. Only that party can be given this electoral bond. This is the condition: 1% of the total votes polled in the general election, so not in the by-elections. If there are by-elections of only a few seats, then that will not count. As I said, electoral bonds are bearer bond. Bearer bond in very simple term means those who are holding it, it is their bond. जिसके हाथ में है उसका हो गया, like a currency note. It will not have anyone's name. Meaning that if I give it to a political party, the party will not get to know who has bought this bond. They will never get to know this. Who has bought this bond? The name of the donor will not be in the bond, so it is just for anonymity. Yes, Manish, we'll come to that. But obviously, it is not that easy. And we'll come to reasons also. Now, first, why were they introduced? As I said, the political parties had a lot of money in the form of donations. Most of it is black money, it comes through cash, and there is no account of where the money is coming from. Now, the good part is if money comes through electoral bonds, the political party will now have to keep an account because it is coming through a bank. Earlier, the law was that up to rupees 20,000 could be donated in cash. So if someone used to ask BJP from where are you getting all the money, they used to say that below 20,000, we are getting cash from many people and we are not maintaining a record. Because earlier, the law was you can donate up to 20,000 rupees and political parties don't have to keep a record. Now you can only donate up to 2,000 rupees in cash. Over that has to be through electoral bonds only. Now, apart from this, the government also changed certain points about the political donations. Number one, earlier no foreign company was allowed to donate to a political party in India, but now even foreign companies can donate to political parties. This was done so that BJP, Congress, all these parties can get donations from outside also. Second, earlier the law was that any company can only donate up to 7.5% of its average profit of last 3 years to a political party. So if a political party had 80 crore profit and then 100 crore and then 120 crore in the last 3 years, the average is 100 crore of 3 years, okay? So maximum political party donation could be 7.5%, that is 7.5 crore. That was a maximum donation allowed. Now that maximum limit has been removed. There is no maximum limit now on how much donation can a company do. Now the problem is that is how shell companies can work. Shell companies will be established even with the political parties, and their funding still remains one of those points which are not transparent. Earlier, the companies had to disclose in their financial year at the end of the year how much money are you giving to companies, how much money are you giving to political parties, but now the companies don't even have to disclose the details. The companies are just not required to disclose any details in their annual account about how much money they have donated to political parties. Now, there are a lot of criticisms of this scheme. First and foremost, political corruption has not been removed. It is only legalizing it. It is still going through the bank, and still we don't know, or no one knows who has the money, who has given the money to political parties. There is still a problem of money laundering. The other problem is it has been found out most of the electoral bonds that are being bought are by big corporations, big companies. Because most of the electoral bonds that are being bought are in the multiple of 1 crore. So big companies are donating. Common man are not really donating. Common man is not really donating. The other problem is that it is found to be against smaller regional parties, because it was found out that most of the electoral bonds that are coming up, they are being encashed in Delhi. And Delhi basically is the center of most national parties, meaning that only national parties are getting money from it. In fact, it is said that over 80% money coming from electoral bonds is going to only one party, that is the BJP. So many parties in fact went to the court also against it. One of the other problems is you can only buy this bond through SBI. Now, the point of the bond is that the bond will not carry your name, means the party will not get to know who is giving the money. But in reality, do you really think this would happen? How difficult would it be for the government to call SBI and get information from SBI? कौन आया था बताना जरा bond लेकर के? If government gets to know someone bought a big bond from SBI and BJP thinks ये हमारे पास तो आया नहीं, did not come to us, meaning it went to some other party. So the point is that you can try to be anonymous, you can try to hide information about who is giving the bond, but in reality, when you are going through a government bank only, it is not difficult for the ruling party to get information. Also, you cannot buy electoral bond anytime throughout the year. There are only some days in which you can buy electoral bond, only a few days. This is usually before the election and only on a few days. As I said, there is also non-transparency because the ruling party is at a benefit. Since the ruling party is running the government, they can always call up the SBI, they can always get to know how much money is coming, who is giving the money. So for the opposition parties, yes, it would be difficult for them to know who is giving the money. But for the ruling party, it is not that difficult to know. So this concept that it would be anonymous, people will not get to know, all that is false pretense. Now, according to ADR, a very well-known NGO, Association of Democratic Reforms, about 6,000 crore rupees have been donated in 1.5 years from the beginning of electoral bond till October 2019. Most of that money has gone to only one political party. Many political parties have gone to the Supreme Court also because they think that electoral bond is a bad way of political donations, but Supreme Court is yet to hear the matter. It is still pending in the court for a long time now. It was first introduced in 2019. The Supreme Court said, okay, let the election come over and then we will see. But the election also is over, but they have not even seen that. This is it about the class. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. Reminding you once again that time is running very quickly for the IAS prelims, which is approaching very quickly. Just a couple of days are left for the ongoing Gradeup sale. We hope that you are all sitting at home from the safety of your house. You're preparing, and that is why we want it to be that way only, and that is why we have the safe 55 discount code. You will get a 55% discount on the ongoing Gradeup Super subscriptions. These are the ongoing courses which you can join with one single Gradeup Super subscription. You get an option to have this subscription for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or 2 years, whatever suits you. These are the benefits. You will get access to all running and upcoming courses, structured study plans, expert faculties, best study material, mock tests, and a lot other things. These are the faculty members. I'm sure you would have attended their classes. This is me, Harshmeet Singh. I teach polity and governance. There are many other teachers of their respective subjects. Many of them have appeared for the IAS interview also, so they are in a great position to help you and guide you with your examination. They're also on Telegram. Do search for a Telegram channel. Make sure that you join it to take advantage of the study notes. Manish, what? Central Vista project, what? Central Vista project is just a project under which the government is building new parliament and many new buildings in New Delhi. That is called Central Vista project. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, same time and 7:30 p.m. for the next class. Thank you so much. Download the Gradeup app. Sahi prep hai to life set hai. Stay home, stay healthy.